This is the entrance of New Kipevu Oil Terminal 2 in Mombasa, Kenya. It is where all Uganda's oil imports will be handled. On arrival at the facility, we established the terminal has the capacity to handle 3 vessels simultaneously.
Upon completion of this facility, we created 24 million metric tons of capacity per year. So we are operating at 30% of our capacity.
Captain Patrick Onyango is charged with the responsibility of ensuring that the 2 vessels carrying Uganda's oil dock safely at Mombasa Port. Speaking in an interview, he reveals his wealth of experience in handling the assignments before him.
I've not been a captain for small vessels. I've been a captain of big vessels, only big vessels. I've not sailed on board small vessels. I've sailed around the world on such vessels, big vessels only, not small vessels. I trained as a captain. It took me 12 years to train. From the time you are recruited as a cadet, 12 years. I trained abroad throughout. I was recruited in 1989 by Kenyan Coastal. I was 19 years old by then. So they took me to UK and I trained in UK.
Previously, Uganda was getting its oil from Mombasa through various middlemen who would sell to a Ugandan oil marketing company that later sells the oil to the final consumer in Uganda. But with this new development, Uganda is now set to start importing its own oil without going through the long process that gives middlemen the liberty to inflate oil prices.
To make money out of this opportunity, many middlemen were actually enjoying this process. Now, this is a Ugandan oil company bringing this value to the country. And I think that's what's really, really crucial.
While the milestone is to boost Uganda's oil reserves, it is not likely to reduce oil prices as one would assume.
But what we can guarantee is that we shall have at least enough stock in the country to make sure that at all times we don't have any lack of supply.
In November 2023, President Yoweri Museveni held talks with his Kenyan counterpart and reported to him some Kenyan government officials working with dishonest people in the oil trade. At that time, Kenya had entered a government-to-government deal with Saudi Arabia for oil supply to sell to regional markets. But after back-and-forth negotiations, Uganda later earned a direct license of importing its own oil without being cheated through middlemen. Olweny Peters, UBC News in Mombasa, Kenya.